I now call upon the University Orator to present a candidate for a degree honoris causa.
Pro-Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, it is my pleasure to introduce Major Heather Stanning. When Heather and her rowing partner Helen Glover famously struck gold at London 2012, they became the first British women ever to win an Olympic rowing title. Following that success, they went on to dominate the field, becoming the first British rowers to hold the Olympic, World, European and World Cup titles, plus Olympic, World and European records simultaneously. There were early signs of Heather's sporting ability, with her school yearbook predicting that she would be the first one to win an Olympic gold medal. Having won a British Army scholarship while at school, Heather came to the University of Bath to study sports technology. It was here that her Olympic journey began. She joined the GB rowing team's START programme and, coached by Paul Stannard, was selected for the 2007 World Under-23 Championships, winning women's pair gold with partner Olivia Whitlam. After enjoying further UK successes, Heather made her senior GB rowing team debut as part of the women's 8 that finished 7th at the 2009 European Championships. She began her international partnership with fellow Bath Start graduate Helen Glover the following year. After making good progress on the World Cup circuit, the pair made a major breakthrough when they won a silver medal at the World Championships in New Zealand in 2010 and repeated this in Slovenia the following year. After winning gold at all 3 World Cup regattas in 2012, Heather and Helen made history at Eton Dorney when they won Team GB's first eagerly awaited gold medal of London 2012, an achievement for which they both received MBEs in 2013. Following her Olympic success, Heather reported back to Larkhill Garrison and resumed her British Army career with the Royal Artillery. She deployed to Afghanistan during the summer of 2013 to work as the operations officer for the Unmanned Aerial Systems Battery in Camp Bastion. Her return to world-class rowing following this was challenging and required a huge amount of dedication and determination, something which is certainly not unfamiliar to Heather. All the hard work was worth it when in 2016, Heather and Helen claimed another historic victory by retaining their Olympic title at Rio 2016. This win underlined their dominance and extended their unbeaten record as a partnership to a remarkable 39 races. In 2017, Heather was awarded an OBE for services to rowing. While her sporting triumphs are remarkable, Heather's achievements in her military career should also be celebrated. Heather was promoted to the rank of Major in 2016 at her first opportunity in recognition of her efforts to keep on par professionally with her peers, despite spending large amounts of time away from her work, concentrating on her rowing. Her diligent, selfless work in Afghanistan, alongside her military colleagues, reignited her passion for military service, but also confirmed her desire to continue rowing to Rio in 2016. She has also worked with a number of military charities, including Royal British Legion Industries, on a campaign called Be Brave With Me, raising awareness and funds on behalf of military veterans struggling to find work or manage their transition back into the civilian world. Heather was inducted into the University's Sporting Hall of Fame in March 2016 and is a wonderful ambassador for the university, actively supporting it whenever she can and acting as a great mentor and inspiration to many athletes. Pro-Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, I present to you Heather Stanning, who is eminently worthy to receive the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
by virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa. Congratulations.
Wow. Well, thank you very much for that rapturous applause. That's incredibly kind of you all. And congratulations to all of you students, or graduates now on the stage. As someone who excelled in sport rather than the classroom at both school and university, I think my graduation in 2007, well, I certainly thought was probably the last time I'd have anything really to do with academia and university, and probably my parents thought the same. So it's an absolute honour to be here today, and a real privilege for the university to bestow this on me, so thank you. There are a few key skills I think I learned at university which have taken me on in the last kind of 11 years. And I learned them here when I was a student at Bath. So hopefully some of you on stage can relate to some of this. And also, when you go on, kind of the ones of you going into the big wide world of work in real life, or grown-up life, I should say, it's not all that scary, and it is quite fun. But for me, I think the things I learned at university were, first off, it was time management. Secondly, it was the value of true friendship. And thirdly, it was probably the realisation that I was truly the only person responsible for myself, which may sound obvious, but it did take me a while. I'm a slow learner. So the meaning of time management, I think, it differs significantly from that of a student to what I am now as an army officer. However, as a student athlete, it was something I had to master fast if I was going to be successful. My coach, Paul, instilled in me really early the value of turning up on time. Well, he called it on time, I'd call it early. But I think that was really valuable, and also the fact of being organised with my time. As students, we're terribly busy, doing what I'm not too sure, but there's no time to phone home to go to all the lectures, maybe? Generally, I think time at university flies by. You're so busy trying to keep up with everything, making new friends, being parts of societies, competing in sport, whatever it is may be. But you need to find time for yourself and to make sure that you're doing the right things. So for me, it was getting that balance right of getting my academics right, doing my studies, having some sort of social life, but also that training. If I was to train to make the national squad while I was here at university, I had to get that right. And I had to be organised with my time. Unfortunately, I didn't always get it right. And then actually the balance came when I realised if I wanted to commit to rowing, I had to make sacrifices, and the sacrifices came in my social life. I think as a student, you lose the right, or once you stop being a student, you kind of lose the right to have an excuse to otherwise be organised. But when you go into work and into the real world, I think if you can show that you're reliable and you're good with your time management, people respect you for that. And I think once you show that you're dependable, people start to trust you. And trust is a really valuable thing if you want to be part of a team. And everyone here will go on and be part of a team of some sort. Thinking back to my first few weeks at university, I think it was the first time since changing schools age 10 that I was starting somewhere new and knew nobody. And I don't remember being daunted by it or even scared by the prospect. I was more excited about who the friends I was going to make, who I was going to meet, what my new hobbies were going to be. It was here that I started rowing, and I'd never done that before. I was excited by the opportunities that university offered me. I'm sure many of you had that same feeling when you started here a few years ago. Very quickly, I started to make friends. Some of who are still very good friends today. Others came and went, and I know that I'm sure that many people can relate to that. Friends come and go throughout your life. But I think for me, the true friends were the ones that stuck by me when I decided I was going to commit to rowing training. When I wasn't going to all the social events, I started to drop off the radar. But the true friendships that I'd made were the ones who kept me involved in one way or another. I must have been the most boring friend, however, because I was never going out, in bed early, up early. I'm sure many of you know at least one rower here. We are fun eventually, once we've got Henley out of the way. That's just happened, so it's all good. But yeah, true friendships aren't necessarily the convenient ones. And I think, but they are the ones that really hold you together. They're the friendships that you can turn to in the tough times. And they're also the ones that make you work harder to be the best version of yourself. For me, working with Helen for 8 years, with our goal to become Olympic champions twice over, it was more than just the medals we won along the way. We really are a true friendship. We are the best of friends, and then our friendship is equally as important to me. So as I've already mentioned, the vital components of being part of a team is having trust. Well, another thing I think that makes that stronger is friendship. And my third point of being responsible for yourself. Well, being responsible for myself, only I could make the decision of what I wanted to do. And all you here, only you make that decision of what path your life's going to take you from now. Yes, others will influence you and they'll have their say. But at the end of the day, it's you that's got to get out of bed in the morning. You go to work and dedicate your time to and commit to what you want to achieve, whatever that may be. You've got to set your mind to it and work hard to achieve goals. Nothing is easy. Nothing's laid down to you on a plate. And from now on, nothing will be given to you on a timetable. Being responsible for myself has made me take opportunities I think that others may not have realised, and certainly brought more out of myself than I ever thought I could do. Taking advice and learning from other people's experiences made me achieve maybe far quicker than other people expected. But at the same time, always in the back of my mind, I was remembering at the end of the day, it's me that's responsible for the outcomes, and that's actually made me more motivated along the way. So all three of these lessons have been a vital foundation in me developing as an individual and achieving my goals both on the water and in my army career. Regardless of what you've achieved during your time at university, I think it's a springboard to the next phase of your life, and what you do next is the exciting bit. Certainly for me, the last 11 years since I graduated from the University of Bath have been incredibly exciting. I'm really looking forward to the next 11 years, and I know for you guys here on the stage, the next 11 years are going to be so exciting. I'm really excited for you. I can't say so exciting more times, but it's you'll look back in 11 years' time, write down on a piece of paper what you've achieved, and you'll surprise yourself. So congratulations.
Well, I now declare this congregation closed for the presentation of graduates and for the conferment of honorary degrees. Thank you all very much.